Hi there, welcome to Kitchen Chat episode number 4, and today's topic is going back to work when you have a special needs baby. And today we have Mia Durairaj with us. She drove up from San Diego to be with us today, and I'm so excited about what she's doing, and she will share that with us, and she'll share her own personal story as a mom. And just a little bit about Mia, she's a mom to identical twin toddlers. So let's just give a clap of hands for having twins, let alone twins both with their own special healthcare needs. Mia is a health writer and communications consultant at Little Octopus, LLC. And her work has been published in the Washington Post, the SF Gate, San Diego Union Tribune, Motherly, and recent World Health Organization report about small and sick newborns. She is the co-creator of Mindful Returns, Balancing Career with a Special Needs Baby program, which has been featured in LA Parent, Wolf and Friends, and Houston Family Magazine. She's the founder and co-chair of the Cardiac Family Advisory Council at Rady Children's Hospital in San Diego. So she's not busy at all, and we are very lucky to have Mia today. So I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself to you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting to actually be in your actual kitchen. I've seen the videos before, and I thought it was a set, but no, this is really your kitchen. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely.
I'm a huge fan of We Are Brave Together, and it just feels really cool to come full circle and be a part of the show.
Thank you so much. So tell us about your story that began a couple of years ago with your daughters.
Absolutely. So I went through a very high-risk pregnancy, as many of, I'm sure, your members of We Are Brave Together has experienced. And throughout that process, we learned that my daughter had a congenital heart defect, one of my twins. So we were preparing for that when I gave birth 3 months early. Yeah, so it was very unexpected. We had just moved to California. We had moved across country from Washington, D.C., so I'd only been in California for a day when we gave birth. So it was really, as you can imagine, challenging being in the NICU, looking around, seeing all these lights, hearing all these noises, and not knowing and having to figure out, what the ICU worked like and sort of what my responsibilities as a parent was, because I was a new parent, and it ended up being a very long hospitalization. My healthier twin spent 4.5 months in the NICU.
Wow. And
my more medically fragile twin with the congenital heart disease spent 14 months. So it was a really, really trying time.
How did you, I keep going back to that because I heard you say that before. I can't even imagine, I had a month in the hospital with Ryan and one child at home. I can't even imagine 4 months, let alone 14.
Yeah, the good news is it gets easier over time. You
Sure.
kind of learn how the hospital works, and you learn where you can influence things, and you get more savvy with the medical system. But yeah, it was really, really tremendously challenging. Once the kind of immediate crises were over, with surgeries and so forth, for me it was a challenging moment to stop and think, my goodness, where do I fit a career in? Can I fit a career in? I think looking around me, so many of the mothers, and some dads too, were in this crossroads, and they were, taking a step back from the workforce to take care of their medically fragile child, which, absolutely is a great choice if that's what you want to do, and you have the support to do that. But for me, I think I knew I wanted to do something, in addition to caregiving. So part of me developing this e-course, Mindful Returns, Balancing Career with a Special Needs Baby, came out of this feeling of complete lack of support, because I looked around, for books, for podcasts, for anything, programs, for moms like me who wanted to do both, and there was nothing. It felt like the messages that I was getting was, okay, that's, caregiving is going to be your whole life. Any identity you had before that goes out the window. And for me, that just seemed unacceptable. And so, the course was created from that kind of pain and that feeling of of being alone and trying to navigate this and coming out the other side.
What did you do prior to having babies?
Sure, I was a health communications specialist. I worked for mostly large nonprofits.
Okay.
So I loved what I did. I worked in child health and just, always have been kind of enjoyed the nonprofit world. And so I wanted to continue to do work that felt meaningful to me, that, use my skill set, use my knowledge. And luckily I was able to find it as a consultant doing work for mostly NGO clients. So, and doing writing around topics that I felt was really important: maternal health, newborn health, child health, things like that.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.